say he was once a knight. Before the war against the Dreadites. Surgeon with a sword. Oh, wow.
Nina,
Yes?
been far too long, and you are so busy. I mean, man, I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
And Deathstalker, wow, this is just action from beginning to end. And were you glad to be in such a physical film?
Yeah, I mean, it is, I wasn't too familiar with that genre.
No.
So it was like a whole new world that I got introduced to, which was so fun. And I mean, who doesn't want to do like, this kind of adventure, like, it's almost like Lord of the Rings on crack.
Yes, sword and sorcery.
Yeah, that was like my favorite movie as a kid. It was like Lord of the Rings. Still, if I'm sick, that's my marathon go-to.
Yeah, and this is a remake of that
Yeah.
great movie, and they've added so much to it. A lot more characters. There's a lot more action in this one.
Yes. Yeah, well, Steven was smart. He, utilized what he had access to, with Daniel being, an action star. And I thought it was really feels like a fun roller coaster ride.
And did you get along really well with the cast?
Yeah, everyone, I mean, it was shot in Canada and, Canadians.
Well,
They're just, they're just the best. Yeah, everyone was like so sweet. Everyone was very excited. I think it's like people who sign on to that kind of project. It's like a passion project.
plenty of coffee and donuts.
Yes, I mean, obviously we're pros and we get paid and stuff, but I think it's people sign on because they just want to do something great and have fun.
How long of a shoot was it?
I think they did I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks. I just came in. I was just there for I think a week, 5 days a week, and they moved. They had to move fairly quickly, and then I know that they did some pickup shoot. So I think it was like 5-6 weeks.
Wow.
But it still, yeah, they because it was, that was a lot to cover.
And you play Grendel.
Yes.
Talk to me about her.
Well, Grendel, well, what you don't get to see in this particular film, but they had a little bit of a past, him and Deathstalker. He was the one that got away.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the one that got away. So I don't know if people picked up on that. And I'm the head of the thieves. I'm a very fair lady because I'm all about union and taking care of my thieves. That works for me. And Deathstalker is the one who got away and who does not want to obey my orders.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah. Well, I can't. We can't wait for Deathstalker 2.
Well, you got to talk to Steven about that.
I'll make some calls. You know that.
Yeah. But so far, we have gotten great feedback, so I wouldn't be surprised.
But the cool thing is the music is you have a great track.
Thank you.
I just listened to it just before we got together here, and it is heart-pounding.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
I can feel you've changed when I look into your eyes. There is something that they want from you, like the moons up in the sky.
Talk to me about recording it and getting into the mood to make this song hit all the bells.
Well, when I did the movie, when I finished shooting and got to spend some time with Deathstalker, I just had so many questions and I thought actually there was a lot of layers. It's in Steven Kostanski's Deathstalker that wasn't in the original. He goes through a full character, arc in his movie, and I just kept thinking about, if I was going to write a song, like how would I approach it? Because he has, he's like this lone wolf. That actually has a lot going on in there, but is not letting himself trust anyone and not letting himself feel, and then he goes on this journey, and he becomes a little more human, I feel like, on this journey. And I was just inspired to write the song because I'm a creative, so it's like for me, acting, music, anything creative kind of falls under the same umbrella. So I got together with some an old friend of mine, Jay Roston, who's also a Canadian who lives here in California, and he happened to be in town, and I was like, Jay, I have this thing and I have this idea, and then we brought in Jonah, who's the guitar player of Offspring, and I came in with my idea, and I sat there and poured my heart out, and they totally got it. And it just came very organic. Sometimes songs come pretty effortlessly, and this was one of them.
The thing that people probably don't know about you, because they know that you're an action star, and all of that, but music is one of your first loves, and it's great to see you go back to something that you really, really love too.
Yeah, I mean, I will always be a musician. I just couldn't do both. I did music full time there for a while, and I was signed to Warner Brothers, and I left and I toured with a band called Letters from the Fire. But being on the road for 3 months and trying to, I couldn't. It was like having two lovers. I had to pick one. I couldn't have both. They didn't, they were clashing. So I had to make a commitment. I had to marry one of them. So.
But you've worked on scores before. Assassin X comes to mind, and others where your voice is on the soundtrack.
Yes, I have. I always try to combine it, and all the way back when I first did my Wonder Woman trailer with Jesse Johnson, Jesse B. Johnson. When I first came here, even then we did a Wonder Woman trailer concept before Wonder Woman was out, and even then I put my song in there. I've always tried to combine the both, and sometimes I'm lucky to do it, and I was lucky enough to do a lot of soundtrack for other movies, from Sharknado to
Sharknado 3. See, I know those things about you.
But hey, I gave it my all.
If an actor slows down, then things are kind of, you get kind of nervous.
Yeah, for me, it's like I gotta keep creating. If I have, if there's like a little dead period, I will keep creating. I'll be producing. I'll be writing. I'll talk about later. I just created a new masterclass that I'm releasing in the following week. Yeah, that I worked on for a long time. I just, for me, it all comes from the same place. And it's just, in music, I felt like I was playing a little bit the same character because it was a certain genre of music, so I couldn't be utilized. Whereas an actor, I get to be all of the colors, that I have. I get to play all these incredible women,
Yeah, but music, I think, and I don't know, because I don't write music. But music, I think, is acting in a way, because you're writing what you're feeling, and then you have to act it out when you're singing the lyrics that you write, and you've really got to sell it.
Yeah, for me, I never think about selling it. It's just just like with Deathstalker, he really intrigued me. He's this lonely character, and I wanted the song, I wanted the verses to have like that kind of haunting, almost death tones. It's more a heavier band that, the rock guys know. Like I wanted a certain feel, and then I wanted a epic chorus, but a little more haunting and longing. And I try to, I get the essence of the character, and I put myself in his shoes, and then I just write from that place, you know. Yeah, it's all and then it sells itself or it doesn't. You know,
Yeah.
so,
Well,
yeah.
you're a pretty powerful force in front of the camera, but stepping behind the camera more and more. I mean, is that a dream of yours? Are you going to be directing?
Yeah, well, I don't, I've been trying not to talk about it so much. Again, it's not something that I chose, but having a band and babysit 3 to 4 guys and putting shows together and traveling, and it's kind of like it's very similar to directing and producing. It's like you're in charge, you have the vision, you have to put it together, you have to make people understand your vision, you have to communicate it, you have to find your peers, you have to stay true to your vision, but you have to bend because there's an industry, so you have to sell. And it's like, it just feels so natural for me. It's like a puzzle, and I'm like, oh, here's the pieces. I never wanted to do it, but it's coming naturally, and I have some projects that's coming out next year that I'm, besides myself, with excitement. I'm very, very excited about a couple of projects.
I'm so glad about that.
Yeah.
I really am, because you deserve, really to call the shots on a few of these films.
Thank you. It's just, my dad was a professor in film school, so I watched him in the Danish film school.
But your grandfather was like the greatest actor in
Russia, yeah.
In Russia.
Yeah, he was Stalin's, protege and favorite actor, and Chekhov's favorite protege, and yeah, so I have it in my blood. I can't run from it.
No, you can't. And you're very good at what you do. I mean, you lose yourself in these characters. And me as an audience, I mean, I look at movies as a critic too, but as an audience, I love what you do because you disappear into what you do.
I do. I try.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to, be of service to whatever these women characters need, and try to, even, someone like Grendel, maybe she's not the most likable character.
Well, but she's a modern woman. I mean, you're playing somebody that you could put into a 21st century movie and still, have a great character, because she's so forward in her thinking.
Yeah, she's a survivor, and she survives, and especially in whatever that time is. I don't know what time period, because it's fantasy. But no,
time.
she's a very outspoken, strong, modern woman, and I think she definitely thinks she's doing a great job, and she's doing the best she can. But she didn't get the love that she wanted. She got,
Her heart is broken.
Yes.
Can you ride a horse?
Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I owned a horse at 12 years old. Yeah.
A lot of women don't, I mean, they do these movies and it's like, oh, I got to get on a horse, and they're scared. You just...
No, I mean, I love animals, number one.
Yes,
yeah, I mean, now I ride steel horses.
Wow.
Yeah, I ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harleys.
I will ride anything. I mean, my first bike was a Harley, but I'll ride anything, because I'm a bit of
I too had a Harley. I had an Electro Glide.
Oh, really?
Oh, a police bike. Yeah. Oh, it was fantastic.
I bet. Yeah, those are like pretty. Yeah, they're pretty great. I had a little Sportster. That was my first one.
Wow. Red or blue?
No, I blinged it out, so I sanded it down and I made it all silver, and I made it into a bobber, a custom-made bobber.
Getting back to Grendel, she is just, what a joy to play someone like that who's got this history. And even though it's not, how can I put it, as present in this movie that it should have been, this history too, because you're a fan of the series.
Yes, I do. I do. And the director was very open to backstories, and he was very collaborative, and, he kind of let us do our thing. And it was fun to work with Daniel too, Daniel Bernhardt, who is Deathstalker, because last time we did a movie together where we acted together, I killed him.
Does he hold the grudge?
Hell hath no fury. I stab him. Yeah, and then we did Chief of Station together,
Mhm.
but we weren't in the same scenes. And then now this time, I'm the one.
It just shows off what you can do as an actor. But then Deathstalker is so much fun to do, and it's almost like choreography. It's a dance.
Yeah, it is. We literally had to choreograph it with the movements and my thing. Yeah, it's nice to do those. Next year, I'm doing a really heavy one in the beginning of the year, and I have to go places where, I hope I can go, and I'm scared to go. So it's nice to sometimes play these. It's not that Grendel is lighter, but she doesn't let it show as much. So, I am a vegan and animal rights activist. I've been since I was a very young girl.
Mhm.
And so many times people come up to me and they want to know, well, I want to become vegan. I don't want to hurt animals, or I'm unhealthy. I'm tired. What do I do? And especially being on tour with my band and traveling and doing Comic-Cons and being around a lot of people, I finally did what I wanted to do for many years. I created a masterclass called Fierce and Vegan. It's 12 steps, 12 videos. It's 12 workbooks, 20-page workbooks. And I created like a little agent, a chat GPT agent, an app. It's called Nina, so you can have me in my pocket when you have questions. So this is a 12-week program of how to become fierce and vegan, how you can become your healthiest vegan with no money, no time, students, stay-at-home mom, wherever you can be, anywhere in the world. There's like truly no excuse. And I put everything, all of my secrets, all of my tricks, everything that I know about, mental health and physical health in there, poured my heart into it. And we are launching it in the next 2 weeks, called Fierce and Vegan. So it's a masterclass that you can take that I'm extremely proud of. And I hope that I get to share what has helped me so much.
Where can we find it once it's?
It's going to be on my website, ninabergman.com. Just to make it easy for now, you just go there and it's up now, the promo. But in the next few weeks, like, go sign up. You'll get a letter, and then you can take my master class.
Now, I understand that you've also got a TED Talk coming out. Is that?
Yes, I almost forgot. I have a TED Talk come out. It's going to be launched. I don't have the exact date, in a couple of weeks. As soon as that comes out, my program will be launched shortly after. And my TED Talk is about how to become fierce and vegan.
Yeah.
It's about debunking the myth that vegans are weak. And it's about how a lifestyle can change your life, and about health and all the benefits from being a vegan, and to debunking the myth that, it's just for certain people and, you don't get your protein. I'm very excited about being invited to do a TED Talk. I've never done that before, never dreamed of it. So when they approached me, I was like, it's a big deal for me.
And that leads into your masterclass.
Yes, that I talk in my TED Talk about how I created my masterclass and why. And so it's basically the whole history about why I'm doing what I'm doing, and my journey. And I'm giving out some tips of just what you can do to become a healthy vegan. Just little things that anyone can do and starting right now.
I think years ago it was harder, like being on a movie set,
Oh, yeah.
and, because the catering was always different. But now I think more people are turning to vegan lifestyles, and the catering on movie sets helps you.
Yeah. Well, it depends. If you're shooting in Bulgaria or in the middle of Canada, or, in the Midwest, they're like, vegan, what's a vegan? It's still not. So I have answers to a lot of those, because I had to deal with it, of how you can, it's all about prepping. And once, food is habit. Once you change your habit, you're going to start craving certain kind of foods. You're going to start.
That's true.
It's just a habit. So you just got to build better habits. So I have, it's all in my TED Talk. And I'm very excited and honored to be part of that world.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, because learning is essential. And as we learn more about nutrition, we're finding out that slowly people are being poisoned.
Oh yeah, we are.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, and I have in my TED Talk and in my masterclass, I have certain things of how you can protect yourself, certain apps to scan certain foods that will, in America, we can put in food, whatever, in especially beauty, makeup, lotion, shampoo, cleaning supplies. There's just poison in everything and it's not regulated.
I was going to ask you about the Comic Cons that you attend, because that's got to
Yeah.
be so much fun.
Yes, I want to start doing them again. I took a little break and I want to get back out there now with Deathstalker and a couple of other things coming out and coming up. I definitely wanted to start doing them again and start doing shows at the Comic-Con, play, they always have the after parties and I want to do some shows. And because I love to interact with people. I love people. I love fans.
Nina, it's always great talking with you. You're a dear friend of mine, and I just every time I see you do something, or that you're somewhere in the world filming, I'm so proud. I really am.
Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, I'm trying.
Well,
Doing it.
you're succeeding, and
Thank you.
you're a powerful actor.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right, sweetheart, I'm going to say goodbye, and you have a wonderful day.
You too.